for this conference, but I would like to thank Mr. Zanstra. It's not my first visit in Gorizia. I was here 3 months ago, and I'm very happy that I can participate in this conference so soon in this beautiful city and in this beautiful territory where so many Hungarian soldiers are provided last resting place. And I think that it is great happiness that we can now cross the border without troubles and without guns. And the key role of the Council of Europe is to be respected. I was asked for provide a short introduction of our experiences gained in Hungary and within the framework of the Budapest platform. And in order not to exceed the time frame given to each speaker, I'm going to read my presentation. So, the Central European Service for Cross-Border Initiative, the CESCI, was founded in 2009 following the initiation of the Mission Opérationnelle Transfrontière mentioned several times during this conference. And we can consider CESCI as some kind of affiliation of multi-Central European space. According to our mission statement, our activities cover 4 interdependent territories. Based on our experiences from the ground, there is a real need for a better absorption of resources in borderlands in order to contribute to the sustainable development of these peripheral regions and to strengthen internal territorial, economic and social cohesion. For this purpose, we have to exceed the recent ad hoc way of use of CBC funds in Hungary and to build up long-term strategic partnerships as well as stable and sustainable cross-border structures. It is the reason why we strive for giving a scientific base to our strategic plans by using contemporary methods of functional geography. The project developed with the local partners, ITIs included, cross-border ITIs included, are based on those strategies elaborated on a scientific basis. Our fourth field of activity is mediation. And what does this mediation stand in? CESCI is a strategic partner of the Hungarian Ministry of Public Administration and Justice, introduced by Ms. Ivali. And we are one of the members of the EGTC platform, as we have been involved in the preparation of several EGTCs along the Hungarian borders. At the moment, we are involved in the establishment process of the 8th EGTC along the Hungarian borders, and I think that it's not our biggest success, but the biggest success is that we managed to perform some small municipalities from establishing EGTC. We take part in the work of the Conference of the European Cross-Border and Interregional City Networks, the CESCI, involving more than 500 local and regional municipalities, and CESCI becomes the member of the AEBR and the Transfrontier Euro Institute Network that aimed this year. We intend to participate in the work of the later one by our European Institute dealing with cross-border research, opened last May. At the same time, we are involved in many activities at local level, from project development and management to management and institution development, strategic planning, etc. The association supports the professional work of Hungarian EGTCs, for example, within the framework of a permanent workshop of the EGTCs with meetings in every 2-3 months, organizes conferences, workshops, publishes documents, and participates in the preparation of legal provisions related to cross-border cooperation. In 2010, the MOT initiated a platform involving national-level support structures interested in cross-border cooperation. The platform was founded in Budapest in the same year, and we are very happy about the cooperation, and I think that one of my personal gifts given by the life that I had the opportunity to get to know and to meet each other with so kind and skilled people just like Mr. van der Holt, Mr. Löwenstein, Mr. Jean Perroni and Hans-Günther Kleef. I'm very grateful for them, and we have to be very grateful for them for the experiences shared with us, and we've learned a lot about cross-border cooperation within the framework of Budapest platform. Let me mention two innovations which can demonstrate the usefulness of this platform on the one hand, and the need for well-based and long-term cooperation in borderlands on the other. Territorial Observatory, Observatoire de Territory, is an initiative of the MOT. The starting point of the project is the difference between the methodologies used by national statistical offices and the results gained from data collection. When starting cooperation with the neighbors, the first step should be to get to know each other. When starting to elaborate a common cross-border territorial strategy, we need proper data describing the real situation of the borderland. But the information is structured and is available in completely different ways on different sides of the border. The MOT and its French partners, including Qatar, mentioned as well during the first session, managed to involve relevant stakeholders from the neighboring countries of France to collaborate in order to find a solution for this problem. The solution does not stand in harmonization of data collection, but in developing a catalogue of the existing data, understanding the differences and coming up with innovative methods of analysis. The new approach and the model should be shared in all over Europe. We would like to push forward the topic which should be discussed during the Greek and the Italian presidency. The other initiative is made by CESCI, and it is in close relation with the former one. It is about proper methodology of cross-border integrated planning. This new methodology is based on the need expressed by the European institutions and the new regulations concerning the integrated strategic cooperation or approach and the strengthening of territorial, economic and social cohesion. Our proposal uses statistical data in different ways from the previously applied state-of-play analysis. We are not interested in many data that might be interesting in the case of sectoral planning. We focus on the factors hindering and strengthening the internal cohesion of the borderland. We focus on the phenomena related to functional cross-border urban areas and the effects of the borders. We investigate the parallel and complementary features of the economies of the neighboring territories, and we try to find linkages between these endowments in order to build up an integrated economic space crossing the border. In the case of social cohesion, we analyze the existing and potential social and institutional examples of cross-border cooperation, etc. And what is the reason of these new tools? The ETC-CBC programs aim at strengthening economic and social cohesion, developing peripheral regions lagging behind, and bringing the people, the different nations, closer to each other. In Central Europe, I don't know about the situation in this country, but in Central Europe, these programs could not live up to expectations because local participants managed CBC calls for applications as additional funding resources to realize their local projects and not cross-border projects. When calls are published, the participants find an ad hoc partner from the other side of the border, and they jointly submit a cross-border project which is integrated at a very low level. The initiative is presented as something like CBC project, but after the completion of the project, the partners do not usually meet each again and do not try to sustain the cross-border impact alive in any way. It is easy to see that in this way the program hardly achieves its objective. The money spent could not be beneficial. Some developments are still realized and economic and social cohesion is improved somewhat. But these projects fail to contribute to the most important objective, making the borders easily crossable and helping the peripheral regions to decrease their socio-economic backwardness. The main reason is that these programs define the requirement of territorial cohesion only at the level of the program region, whereas no socio-economic cohesion can be assured without territorial cohesion at the local level either. In conclusion, for the purpose of a better absorption of EU funds, in the case of territorial programs there is a good solution: territorial concentration instead of thematic one. Territorial concentration might guarantee that a particular investment strengthens the internet connection between opposite regions along the border, integrating local development needs for a long-term cooperation instead of serving them, and create sustainable long-term structures responsible for maintaining the results of the common project. Our mission stands in the strengthened tendencies enforcing sustainable long-term strategic partnerships, and so to open the borders all over Central Europe. Grazie, voilà.